Hey YouTube, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kia and you're watching Virtual Access. This is my weekly check-in number 1 of April. If you guys are new to my weekly check-ins, all it is me showing you guys all my transactions for the week, making sure that I am in budget. So if you guys aren't new, I did change my cash envelopes. I no longer have gifts and fun. They are sinking funds now. So I only have 3 cash envelopes, which is spending, gas, and takeout. Spending this month, I'm budgeting about $150, gas $200, takeout $100. So that's my budget. You guys, I am so horrible at explaining things, so I hope y'all got that. But let's go ahead and get started with this weekly check-in. We are doing from the 1st to the 5th this week, and I had a gas transaction on the 1st. So with this transaction, I spent $50, and this was at a Sundew. Next, I had 3 sinking funds transactions. The first one was at Five Below. I spent some money out of my son Kobe's category and got him a toy that he wanted and spent $6.96. The next transaction was actually the next 2 transactions was at Party City. I went in to just browse around and look at the wedding items that they had in there, because I am getting married in August of 2023. But I ended up getting a photo prop in there for my engagement pictures and spent $4.28 on that. And then I went and was browsing around and saw some items that my youngest son, Mason, who is 2, he loves baby sharks. So I just happened to see a cup in there, and it was only $1, so I got it for him. And it was $1.07. And that was it for the 1st. On the 2nd, I had a spinning transaction. This transaction was at Dollar Tree. I finally saw some wine glasses. You guys, I love wine glasses. I love the look of wine glasses. Any kind of wine glass, I just love them. I apologize for the wetness, but I just washed these. These are the wine glasses I got from Dollar Tree. You guys, I love wine glasses. These are my favorite type right here. I think they're called hurricane wine glasses. I don't know, but these are the ones I bought. I've been looking for them everywhere, you guys, and I have 2 Dollar Trees here in town, and they never have that exact one. This is the kind of wine glass they had in there before, and it's not the one I particularly wanted. It had a longer neck. So yeah, I finally seen these. I just had to grab them. I wish I would have grabbed a little bit more. But yeah, I got 2 of those and spent $2.68. I had 1 sinking funds transaction that day. This one was at Walmart out of my household category. Just got a few things for the house and spent $10.53. On the 3rd, I had a spending transaction, and this one was at Food Line. I got myself some candy and spent $7.49 there. No, this is at Family Dollar. I'm sorry, Family Dollar. So I'm putting FD for Family Dollar. I also had 1 sinking funds transaction on the 3rd. This one was also at Family Dollar. I got my son Mason some baby wipes and spent $6.99 there. And that was it for the 3rd. On the 4th, I had a takeout transaction. This one was at McDonald's, and I spent $10.03 there. And then I had 4 sinking funds transactions. First, I want to say this was date night. So these first 2 sinking funds, the first one was the total of our food was $53.49, but the $10 as extra was for somebody watching our kids. If we have date night and we have to pay somebody to watch our kids, it's included with the date nights transaction. So that's where the $63.49 came from. But I did leave a $15 tip, and then the next transaction came out of my category. Actually, this transaction is a bit weird. It came out of both of our categories, out of me and my fiance's category. I just took all of the money out of my category. It was something personal. I don't want to say it on camera. So I took $8 out of my envelope, and I took $1.83 out of his. Okay, so this is my first time doing unbudgeted transactions. I did highlight all of the days that I did have unbudgeted transactions. I think this is how I'm gonna do it. But like I told you guys, if I ever go over in an envelope or anything and I owe my card, I write it down in my IOU. I'm just using this notebook here for now. So I'm just gonna use my notes here. So on the second, I did go over in my household category and I went over $6. I think that's what I'm just gonna put the amount and the category. And then on the third, I went over in my grocery bill because it was completely empty. I went over $13. And then on the fourth, I went over on my water bill, only $1, but I did go over, so I'll have to be held accountable for that. And then with my gifts, I went overboard tipping the waitress, but I went over $6 there, and I'm just going to put gifts. So I think this is how I'm going to do my unbudgeted. I might switch it up next week or whatever, but I think that's how I'm going to do it. So yeah. So as you guys can tell, I do have one no spend day. All right, so there we go. One no spend day. Not too bad. I didn't have too many transactions. At least I don't think I did. Before I move on to my weekly check-in worksheet where we will be unstuffing my cash envelopes, I'll go ahead and unstuff the 2 bills or the 2 days of bills. So my rent, credit, and my water bill was due on the 1st, and then my phone bill was due on the 2nd. So we're going to go ahead and unstuff that and move on to our weekly check-in sheet. All right, so rent is first, and it was $5.50. Just still a check. Yep, $5.50. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 40, and 50. So that is took out and paid. Credit was a little weird. I did tell you guys I was paying off my card. For some odd reason, I need to figure it out. My normal credit bill, that's normally $25, was $50. So I just paid $18 to my credit card instead of the $43. So I did actually pay $68 to that bill. But unfortunately, I still owe on my credit card, which is only like $25, so it's still fine. So 20, 40, 60, 65, 6, 7, 8. So that is paid, even though it wasn't paid the way I wanted. But it's completely fine. And then the water bill was also due on the 1st, and it was actually $22. I put in $20. So what I did was I took $1 out of buffer. Right here, this is my buffer. So it's going to take that $1 out. So yeah, I was $1 shy with my water bill. And then the last bill was the phone bill, which was due on the 2nd, and it was $126. I put in $130, and it was actually $126, so that's $120. I'll get change for this. All right, so I have a 5 and 5 ones here, so I still owe $6, 5, and a 1. All right, so I have $1, 2, 3, $4. I have $4 of rollover money to use on my cash stuffing, which will more likely be going into buffer. So that is all the unstuffing for my bills. So we are now on my weekly check-in sheet where we will add up what I spent this week. All right, so spending, I had 2 transactions. So I spent a total of $11 in spending. I had $15 in my envelope. So I should have $4 in my envelope, and we would unstuff it shortly. Gas, I only had 1 transaction for $50, which is what I had in my envelope, so it should be empty. Takeout, I put in 5, and I had 1 transaction for $10, so it should be empty. And then unbudgeted, I'm going to add up all of that. So with unbudgeted, I spent $26 more than what I was supposed to. All right, so let's get to unstuffing. First is spending. I need to take out $11. So I'm going to get change for this 5. All right, so I have 2 2s and a 1. So 10, 12, 14, 15. And like I said, I have to take out 11. So that's 10 and a 1 and leave me with $4. Gas, I have to take out 50. Move this up. And it is empty as it should be. Take out, I have to take out $5 or $10. And I only have 5, so I do owe my card $5 there. Moving on to remaining, I did budget $150 for spending, and I already spent $11, so I have $139 remaining. Gas, I budgeted $200, and I already spent $50, so I have $150 remaining. And takeout, I budgeted $100, and I spent $10, so I now have $90 remaining. Alright, so this is the part of the video where I count up all the bills and transactions made this week, including what I unbudgeted, which was $26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 200, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So this week I spent a total of $857 on everything. So yeah, that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and decided to subscribe and follow along my budget journey. And with that being said, I will see y'all for the next video. Bye guys.